Arena. We are about to jump into our last best of 5. It's going to be Maru versus Dream to decide the last player into the semifinals.
This is a rematch of the Star League Season 1 finals at Terran versus Terran. Brings back a lot of memories. If I'm not mistaken, Maru won that 4-1. I believe only dropping a single map. And I think today we might see a 3-1 score in his favor again. Dream obviously wants revenge. And it's not going to be easy. Maru is playing so well recently. So well in all matchups. He looks untouchable. And I'm actually curious to see which maps are going to be vetoed here as well for the Terran versus Terran matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Of course, the biggest viewpoints here is that this is a return to the finals of the Neighbor Star League Season 1. And these guys have played against each other so many times.
Yeah, Maru 12-7 overall here versus Dream, but the most important thing, more of the scores I feel, is that they have played against each other so many times. 19 times, in fact.
That's pretty unreal.
That's ridiculous. So, keep that in mind as we go into this series.
And I'm just excited to get into this one. Let's get these maps down. So happy to have you back, Tablet Guy.
Tablet Man.
Tablet Man, that's
right. Making me happy, man.
See, Maru goes for
Is there no?
Dream having a hard time deciding map number 2.
Dash and Terminal and Bridgehead.
2 of the newer maps.
Really sad we don't get to see TVT on Dash and Terminal. I think that would be an amazing game.
That would be pretty sick.
Terraform is game 1, so a lot of line of sight blockers. It's short rush distance for a 2-player map. Coda. So we're seeing our bigger maps come out later here. And Maru's choice for game number 3 will be shown Cactus Valley.
What does Dream pick here for game number 4? Moonlight Madness doesn't want to play on the terrifyingly big maps.
Yep, Iron Fortress coming out here for game 5, so only going to potentially see 2 new maps here, maybe only 1, depending on how the score goes.
Look at that handshake, man.
Yeah, the
Dream's
rematch
like,
is real.
oh man, I gotta play you again. What?
And it's a bit of a sad situation for Dream. He just always has to run into these top players. Sometimes in finals, sometimes in the earlier rounds. He's an incredible player himself. We'll see how well his TVT comes out today. It's very important.
Yeah. I feel like overall Maru's CVT is slightly better. Dream is also pretty decent. He's got like the little, I wouldn't call it a quirk, but just what he likes to do oftentimes, these big doom drops, especially in the back doors at many different bases. Whereas Maru, he nearly always goes for Banshees in this matchup.
Yeah, I think Banshees are actually the best way to play this map, or this matchup right now, because they give you so much flexibility to transition, and they're also good at fighting. You can pick off tanks with them, you can push with them. Like, they're just a strong unit in general.
If you get air control and you get like even 1-2 Banshees, you can do so much damage.
Yeah, the reason why the Banshees are so strong as well is because if you're winning, you can use them so much more. The only counter unit to the Banshee in this game really is a Viking. Marines aren't really even the counter to Banshees. And so if you have more Vikings than your opponent, you win that war as well, because Vikings are the counter to Vikings. So it's like, if you get ahead and you have a Banshee on your side, it's great. You can cloak.
It's like a win war unit or something.
Yeah. And if you control it well, it gets you there. Now notice that Dream actually, this is a bit of a surprise to many, no doubt. It's actually had a negative win record this year, even though it went to 2 finals, and a negative record in TVT as well.
Well, he does so well in Pro League, but he makes it through in individual leagues, makes it far, but then he gets crushed in like these series. He gets like 4-1, 4-0, stuff like that. You could see their win ratios versus Terran in this matchup. Maru is 20-5. And Dream is like 10-14. That is a huge discrepancy.
Yeah. Well, guys, terraform the map. First time we're going to see these 2 play a TVT on it. In fact, the first time we're going to see a TVT on this map in general.
Yep. Really excited to get into this one and start this last series of the night. Maru looking calm. These guys had to wait all day. They played their round of 16 matches earlier today to start the day off. Now they're finally back here in the arena to end the night. Let's go into game number 1 on Terraform.
진에어 그린윙스 마루 조성준 vs SK텔레콤 T1 드림 조종혁.
Up here in the top left in the red, our Terran player from the Jin Green Wings, it is Maru.
Star League champion. There he is. His opponent to the bottom right in blue is Dream. From Dark's team SKT. If he wins this, he will actually face that teammate.
It's actually interesting. 3 SKT players played in a row.
Yeah.
You can really tell that they're a big dominant team here in Korea.
Several CJ players playing as well. Not as many Jin Air players in this finals, or rather in this cup.
Yeah.
Former Jin Air player True played earlier.
And Pig Baby was in the round of 16.
Yeah, how did he do actually? I missed those games.
He got beat down by Bill.
As to be expected. I mean, both of them WCS North America champions.
Wow, that's interesting.
And as Bill had just so much more experience playing in Korea, and I assume the games were cheesy out of Pig Baby, right? But I guess
he was trying to be a bit aggressive, but Bill was just shutting it down.
Okay.
We had a lot of Zergs in this entire tournament. It was 7 Zergs, 5 Terran, and 4 Protoss.
Yep. And we lost the last of them today. Last 3. Or no, actually just Hero and Classic last 2 we lost today. Well, we see a quick gas here. No surprise from Morrow. He's going to be going gas first. In fact, I would predict that he will go gas first every game in this series. Perhaps not his map he picked, Cactus Valley. That might be the only place he doesn't. But
on the gigantic maps, maybe not.
Yeah, he might go CC first, or he might go for a quick Reaper on that map. CC first is risky in TVT because of Reapers, obviously. But if you go CC first and you get like a Marine out afterwards, like the Reaper kills your Marine, then you just lose the game when the second Reaper gets there. You actually just lose. So
that's tilting too.
It's tilting.
Yeah. SCV scout here from Dream. Maru not even going to scout at all. Just waiting until his Reaper finishes up here.
Got some fans.
Yeah, they're right next to us actually.
Looking really close over the railing there.
The guy on the right kind of looked like Bjorn.
Yeah. A little bit. Second gas coming up here from Maru. Scouted, and Dream's Reaper is going to further scout everything. Dream's playing this as if it's playing a TVZ. Just going to Reactor Hellions right away after his Reaper into CC. So, as soon as he got that money, he's going to drop the factory down. Interesting choice of style here from Dream. With actually this SCV here, poke a little bit, but decides to step back after he sees there's no CC. Already saw the double gas, so I guess he's like, wait, why would I be here? This is too risky. I already know what he's doing.
Maru just going for a lot of early units. He's looking to put on the pressure. And in fact, he may be able to catch one of these Reapers. Looks like Dream got the first shot, though.
Yep, he's actually just going to have to lose it. It's like actually losing a mirror matchup in a normals game in a MOBA. You're just like, oh, if I had shot him one more time, I would have won. And now he's just going to regen everything. And
Maru's so unhappy with that, actually.
Yeah.
Talking about tilt.
Yeah, man. Tilt has been a thing today. It's been a theme for some of these matchups. Telly and Harass over here could be so much stronger if the Reaper was coupled with it. It's actually going to kill this SCV, though. CC will not finish.
And get into that. Second Reaper coming in here.
Yeah. Oh, the lineup as well. Oopsie daisy. Dream definitely needs to want to split those. Ooh. Can actually still fight this. I'm a bit surprised he brought the Hellion back, though.
Yeah. It's not very good.
Another Hellion comes here.
Yeah. 2 Marines are pretty low.
This is how Maru played his TBT series versus Dream. Maru doesn't always play this aggressively, but versus Dream, he certainly does. And is it going to be able to kill this Reaper now? Targets it. Oh my god, the micro from both these players is incredible.
It's always so awesome to watch. It's almost like watching a like a programmed sort of model, like always, like the perfect micro model, basically.
Yeah.
Where you split everything, you pull back the weakened guy all the time.
It's like watching the blink hacks and stuff that are out there.
Yeah.
You know, or the burrow roach hack where it's just like it will literally burrow at a certain hit point no matter what you turn it on. Second Banshee committed to here with the cloak.
Yeah. No big surprise there. This is Maru we're watching.
He actually will use the Banshee to win this fight. Lost to Hellion a bit sloppily though, but I guess you got to do what you got to do. Banshee's coming across the map. Turrets are ready, and the Viking is ready as well. So this is going to really struggle to do damage, and the Widowmine might actually finish it off depending on how he flies it.
Maru's been known to get damage regardless, but let's see here. Oh boy.
There you go.
I jinxed him, man.
Widowmine in really good position. That was perfect. He knew, like, he set that up. Oh man, Maru's so tilted. He set that up as if like he drew a guide for Maru's Banshee to go into that. He had it set where he knew the Banshee's angle, set his Viking in the turret there, and then when he knew that the Banshee would make that turn right into the Widowmine, it was like perfectly done.
It's really intelligent play, which is part of the reason why it's so awesome to see Pro StarCraft, see these guys who can just make plays like that.
And just to see this rematch of what was already a fantastic series.
Yeah. Marna coming back in here. There's not much defense at all.
Yep. And Banshee actually targeting the CC right now. Could actually try to kill that Viking if he controlled it. Decent amount of kills here, 7.
Oh, that's a lot of kills.
Can forgive him for actually not using the Banshee in that fight, considering that it escaped.
Well,
huge drop here.
Yeah, it's going to come in and try to get the similar amount of damage. It's going to force no mining here at the natural, at least. There's not much back at home to defend this.
Yeah, he's actually going to have to pull SCVs. Oh, he could actually maybe try to force a cancel on the CC. To force a cancel on that barracks instead. Actually goes for the stim.
I think he's going to be able to get it. It's burning down. A couple more hits will do it.
Way too late on the repair there for Maru. Did not expect this. And that puts him at a huge, huge disadvantage going into this game. Look at the supply is already telling you his story. He's down almost 20 supply. Does have a third CC, but Dream has that on the way, and Dream actually has so much pressure he can now apply with that advantage he gained. This is a rough, rough spot to be in for Maru already.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Just some of the plays, not the kind of Maru we're used to seeing. Maybe that big break kind of got to him a little bit.
I feel like, to a certain extent, the way he's playing today is like we saw him already in that last engagement, like overextend. I feel like he's feeling a little bit desperate every time he loses a small edge. He's like, oh, I gotta overcompensate. And this overcompensation, like the fast third CC, for example, leaves him vulnerable. And Dream is exploiting those weaknesses.
Yeah, now Dream feels like he's got a decent push.
He's so unlucky. Oh my god, he's going to lose the Raven.
Sad auto turret.
Sad auto turret. Trying to get a Widowmine here again. Just overextending. He's making so many little mistakes like this where he's like, I got to get something, and he just messes it up and loses more and more units. Yeah. He should most likely take a massive amount of damage to this push. In fact, he may just simply die here. 2 siege tanks. If they can control the ramp, it's over.
SCVs run to their death. The Vikings are going to land.
I love that he leaves 1 in tank mode. He's got the Widowmine here, baited so hard. And he actually holds this, but the damage was definitely done.
Yeah, 14 SCVs going down. Dream's now got his own third CC back at home.
He's up almost 20 workers right now.
Look at all those SCVs that are not rallied even. Small little mistakes across the board here in this game. And finally gets those SCVs on the way. He's going to try to go for a bit of a counter drop. Dream's sitting at home.
Yeah, he's got so many turrets earlier from the Banshees. Even has that third turret at the ramp, which makes him maneuver in between the 2 bases after like when this drop gets shut down in the main, when he tries to go between the bases, he can have such a hard time because of that turret. I don't know where that siege tank is going. That worries me a little bit, but
he's going to boost in onto this drop. Trying to target down the medevac. He gets it with 3 Marines inside.
That was really cool.
Nice little snipe.
This siege tank is just out there though, man. All right. Maru sees it, but he's like, I guess I can't get this. Well, with 2 more medevacs he can.
He's going to try for it, and he should be able to.
Yep. He gets it. Also a nice snipe. He's also brought a siege tank of his own. He's going to deny this third base placement.
Wow. Maybe Dream getting a little bit too far ahead of himself. Yeah. This game is so back and forth, it's insane.
Going back to those Marines now. They damaged the CC quite significantly. And was actually evened up the worker count quite considerably. 48 to 42 currently. Dream just needs to make sure he doesn't lose this CC. He's actually flying it in a bit prematurely. Like, those tanks can't support it. He stims. He's actually trying to get it. He forces it to burn. He actually noticed he went with that medevac to see how many tanks there. He's like, oh, can I target this? Okay, here comes the break. Look at that. Just a second too late. He escapes. This burn does continue.
Look at this. Just right behind the minerals. Dream kind of trying to get his own position here with the tanks. He's actually going to drop onto this army. Maru trying to go for another snipe here, but it's not going to work out.
Yeah, he's getting a bit desperate trying to kill that. Maru does land his third CC at the same time. Upgrade-wise, Dream only getting the +1 attack right now. He does have the armor, but he hasn't started +2 armor yet. So, something he's going to get behind him. This is the reason I don't like this map too much, is all these line-of-sight blockers. As I was saying before, like, these two could run into each other at any moment. A game could be decided by these two just not knowing there's something there. I would like, if there was a watchtower in the middle, I'd be totally okay with it, but there's not, so. That's my gripe with the map. I'm not saying it's a terrible map, it's just why I don't personally enjoy it as much as the other ones. Big drop here.
Big drop coming in. Not much defense. Okay, here we go. Submarines coming back here, but a big pull. Look at how many SCVs are going down at the same time. 8 have been dropped.
Yeah.
And the counter harass from Maru never even went in.
Yeah, he never actually attacked with it. It's just kind of sitting there. It's been scouted now as well, so he can't even use it.
At this point, Dream's got too much back at home.
Maru did turn this game around a little bit, but Dream is definitely running with that advantage right now. Chasing down these units, forcing another stim. He's got no tanks, so he can't turn and fight. And the reason why one of your gripes of the map is that exposed natural to range units, or third base rather.
Yeah.
We're going to see that actually become a huge problem in this TVT matchup in just a moment.
Good trade there from Maru, actually, but another drop. 2 Marines can do so much damage if you don't deal with them.
There's no reason why Dream should try to force the issue at this location. Attacking from behind is the better choice, and here he comes.
You put 1 tank behind that mineral line, just 1. You can do so much damage.
So much insecurity about these line-of-sight blockers. This is a better position for Maru right now, and they're actually just going to fight this. Dream knows his best chance to just trade this out with the siege tank. And actually, with reinforcements coming through, he's going to be able to take this fight.
Yes, he will. Snipes out 2 of those medevacs, and now he's got a great position here behind the minerals. Maru is forced to back off.
Yeah. He was almost baited there, you know? He was like, fine, I'll take this fight that's not good. And Maru's like, okay. And then Maru got into a bad position. Oh, this is not good for Maru. He's just in such a bad spot here. There's a sensor tower. I want to point out that Dream is placed. It's going to cover 2 lanes down to the bottom. And those 2 lanes where ground armies could attack are totally covered.
Nice little drop onto the tanks here, but
he will push this back, but it's not a good engagement. It's a desperate engagement.
Still doesn't have that third base mining. Dream does. He's got much better production behind this. He's got a better economy.
One really important thing I want to point out, when we keep in mind that there's like 1 tank on the map and it's Dreams, there's a much better medevac count for Maru, which is going to help him win some of these fights. It's currently at 9 to 3. It's 3 times as many medevacs.
I've been wondering why more of these players do not take the other third base, just because of the minerals. I know it is very far away. There's a lot of different angles, but I feel like you can come straight through the middle of the map and harass that other third base.
Yeah, the base at the bottom is really far away for both players, even the attacking player to attack.
Yeah.
I think I get why they do it, but I don't know. I like this position that Maru's taken as his third so much more. It's just so much better, I think. Especially in TVT, where like you have the only non-ranged unit that you have in your dispense is an SCV. Every other unit is ranged. Okay, drop here in the main base at the same time as this engagement happens. Siege up is late.
He's gonna still fight this. A really nice split here from Maru, and all those medevacs helping out a lot.
Oh, so much. It's so important. Without those medevacs, he would have eventually lost all those units to the siege tank, but this drop in the main base is a big problem.
Right on the production even, maybe able to snipe a medevac. He will. Marines that come out, they run to their deaths. Looks like eventually that will be cleaned up, but Dream getting really efficient trades here in the main.
Look at the banks for these 2 players. What you'll notice right away, if you look at the production tab as well, is that these siege tanks that Dream is constantly able to reproduce, Maru is not. He doesn't have the money. He wants to continue to produce 3-3 upgrades. He wants to keep his upgrades even because that's one of the more important things right now. But he spent so much money on Medivacs, and he lost so much money when he had to lift that third and relocate it, that this huge gas bank for Dream, who's never had to have any problems with his third base minus that original confrontation, has so many more siege tanks. And that's the advantage he has in this game, but he keeps taking some poor engagements.
SCV's even being pulled to try to get Mar to win this one.
+3 attack finishes, and that's going to be what ends the game here.
Yeah, just too much stuff from Dream. A great parade push across the map. Even the small drops on the production are huge. Now he's got a chokehold on this third base, going to take out so many SCVs. Mar looks defeated. GG. Wow.
A very tilting game from Maru from the start, but Dream definitely overextending a few times, and that was a close battle, and I think a great way to show how close the series is really going to turn out to be.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes 3-2 in either player's favor right now. Dream, he won that game. He still kind of looks mad. I don't know what's going on today. Players are just, not happy.
Yeah. They're really not, man. There's so many. Okay, well, let's talk about why this might be so important for these players. There's 20K on the line, or 25K actually, prize pool money in this tournament, so that's a lot of money. Bigger thing, though, for some of these players, though, is do they go to BlizzCon or not? This tournament is some players make or break whether they go into BlizzCon or not. We're already in Season 3 of the Star Leagues, both the GSL and Star League, the Spanish Star League. So if you're not in those tournaments right now, I mean, Maru is, and Maru's doing fine, but for some of these other players...
Maru's already definitely in, by the way.
Yeah, he's in BlizzCon 100%. It's already been decided. But for some of these other players, this is the last